Make sense? Does that make sense? It's all part of the story. That's crazy. Now I'm intriguing. I really hope you took something from that. So remember, you have to be cool.
Duh.
Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. Let's do this. Welcome to Witsa. Why is this song awesome? A place for the music lover or music producer to appreciate the production and songwriting techniques that shape the songs you love. And today, we're doing a track review of... One sec. And today, we're doing a track review of Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Okay, so who am I and why should you listen to me? Hi, my name is Chris LaRue. Nice to meet you. I'm a music producer for a living. I write for TV and documentaries, and I write music for myself recently too. Link in the description. I worked in Los Angeles for several years at the Hans Zimmer campus, but now I write for my mobile rig and travel the world with my wife. We both work remotely and create right here on this YouTube channel. We have a travel vlog and travel tips. We capture adventures and give them to you right here. You should definitely check it out before you go. Okay. Is that everything? Can we get to this? So excited. Can we get to this? Let's do it. So, Billie Eilish, wow, what an artist. She won like 4 Grammys, chart-topping awards. Unbelievable night for her. And let's get into the song. Are you ready for it? I'm ready for it. Let's do this. Okay, so what makes this song awesome? This song is cool meets defiance, right? Also, is this like... I wanted to be, like a bad guy, but... the leather. So when I first started writing in LA, my boss / music mentor said all my stuff sounded too cheery, and it did. The Breeds were needing something more cool. He said, imagine you're the cool guy in the room. You don't say too much, but when you do, it's cool. This track is the cool guy in the room. The kick and bass are basically wearing sunglasses and walking through the song sections with swagger. Swagger? How do you say it?
Swagger.
Swagger. It's not swagger. There's no R there? No R in swagger. Swagger. So swagger. That's my first point. Swagger. You feel cool listening to this song. But why? Excellent question. Okay, so my guess is that it has something to do with the syncopation of the melody. It goes from a series of downbeats to a series of upbeats and then repeats.
Who's creeping around like no one knows? Think you're so criminal.
See? But basically what that means is when you're bobbing your head to the song, there's a beat for each direction of your head. Down, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down. Make sense? Have you ever dancing to a song and you just nailed a move that went so well with the song? It must be nice. But this song lets you feel super cool because the song comes on, you start bobbing your head to it, and then suddenly you're doing the perfect dance move to the song. And it helps you connect to it. And when you do, you feel super cool. How many times do I say super cool? Or is it just me? Okay, now that was swagger, but I also said wearing sunglasses. Well, another friend of mine told me another way of how to be cool, musically, obviously. Now, when you wear sunglasses, you're hiding part of yourself, your face, your eyes, a very important piece, and it creates intrigue. I was gonna put sunglasses on, but I don't have sunglasses. Where's your sunglasses?
There's a car.
It's too cold. See? Now I'm intriguing. So what is intrigue? Intrigue, at the extreme, is a silhouetted figure walking through a foggy alley. Lower on the continuum of intrigue is when you put sunglasses on and hide a piece of yourself. So for the kick and bass to be wearing sunglasses, I'm saying they're hiding part of their instrument. They're higher frequencies, primarily. The kick has no upper attack, and the bass has no high fizz. They both stay subdued and whispered, like Billie's voice during this whole song. Billie doesn't belt or get into her upper registers. No. She's the cool guy. She just stays subdued, and it's like her whole tone in the song is just, whatever, I'm the bad guy. She's too cool to raise her voice. She's not frenetic or desperate or impassioned. No. She's cool. She's bad. She's also recording extremely close to the microphone in an ASMR style as she whispers some things into your ears. Both of your ears. One voice for each ear. It's always doubled.
Wait, what is she whispering?
Have you not heard the lyrics to the song?
I mean, I've heard the song a lot, but I haven't read the lyrics. Wait, what is she whispering?
I'm going to continue this, and whenever you want to chime in. Also, as a side note, I was super happy watching this video because her brother Phineas / music producer, he said the same thing I said last video when I said, listen to the delicacy of the D sound.
Listen to that D.
You hear that pitch?
I see you, Phineas. I see you.
Oh my god, I've never read the lyrics to the song.
But it's so true. Connecting consonants is so tricky because they only happen for a fraction of a second. And when you have all these harmony layers with all these doubles of the harmony and all the doubles of the main lead, there's so many consonants to connect with no tuning. That's terrifying. So think of a snare in a drum set. A flam is when the drummer uses both his sticks to hit the snare at the same time. Try this with like your hands on your lap or on your desk if you're listening on a computer. Who's listening on a computer? No one's listening on a computer. Everyone else is on their mobile phone. I'm not touching it. I'm not going there. But if you have a lap available, pooping, I was referring to poop. Okay, think of like a snare in a drum set. Since they hit it slightly different times, it tricks the ear into sounding like one longer, thicker transient because the two events kind of bleed into each other. So it just forms a bigger unit. Does that make sense? So in the same way, these D's and T's and S's are the same thing like a snare. They're short little transients. So now Billie and Phineas were both in choir. And as a fellow choir guy myself, you're taught to connect consonants to beats of music so that these consonants don't go floating all over the place. Does that make sense? So you want a definitive k. So like, if music be the food of love. If music. Does that make sense? Again, I do something embarrassing every episode. It's that flam thing again. But imagine instead of 2 hands hitting a snare drum at the same time, you have 50 hands hitting a snare drum at the same time. That's why it's important to make sure these consonants are all connected specifically to a beat of the music. Her harmonies are the same way. When you have to double all these things, all these different takes, and having all these different consonants and all these takes, you have that 50-person choir problem again with the hands all hitting the snare at the different times. It's the same problem. So with all these different takes, she has to make sure that consonant is locked into the beat. And with a rule of no tuning and no timing, hats off to you. So now to be cool, to be this bad guy character, you've got to have defiance. You've got to have tons of attitude. And you heard the song. Where does she put this sass into the song? This is like the Blues Clues where I wait for you to yell out the answer.
The bass.
The face?
Bass.
The bass?
That's my guess.
No, it's not the bass.
Does she put all that sass, Chris?
I'm glad you asked. Excellent question, Ellen. Before the post-chorus. Forgot where it was. Duh. Ellen, did you catch that? It's adding to the story. It's sass. It's breaking the rules. You're not supposed to just talk in the middle of the song, but she's Billie Eilish. She does what she wants. I should not put that in. Now the voice goes straight mono when she says the word duh. After everything else in the song that she does is doubled and panned left and right in your head, this duh is like mono right down the middle, and there's no reverb to it at all, as if like it just was captured with a phone audio thing.
Duh.
It's that defiance, is the breaking the rules. It's the, you're not supposed to do that, but she did it. And it's the only thing in the song that's not whispered. Everything else is whispered. But this duh is spoken at a higher register than anything else in the song. Isn't that crazy? It's all part of the story. It's breaking the rules. You get it. You're the bad guy. Okay, but back to being cool. Back to being cool. You have to do something cool to be cool. Something interesting. So one cool thing that really stands out is this fan thing. You know the fan thing, like where she goes, I'm the This is my job. Are you not entertained? Russell Brand? What's his name? Everyone says it. Look up. Everyone's... Anyways. Okay, so the fan thing...
Bad guy.
This fan thing happens so fast, you have to like really listen and dissect this thing. So it's the vocal tuned down like an octave, put through like a small room reverb to set it back in the mix, and then it's panned hard left and hard right really, really fast. It has like a gated tremolo of like dotted 30 seconds, triplet 30 seconds that go back and forth between your ears really, really fast. And also gated. Gated means like it's not... It's like cut short. How do you say this? There's a little bit of silence in between the two things. It's not all legato. Okay, I'll play the bit. Hold on. All right, headphone world. This thing.
Bad guy.
Let's listen again.
Bad guy.
And it also kind of sounds like a growl. And why is that important? Because it's a threatening vocalization of like a bad guy character. Like think of like a predator. Like it's intimidating. Like so like for like a growl, it's a bunch of separated elements. Like it's like a bunch of little all strung together like this.
Bad guy.
It's a growl. It's a growl. It's not a roar. Roars are connected and pitched like rah, rah. This is Ellen, you came in at the wrong time. I promise this is all PG. Anyways, that was embarrassing. Moving on. I hope you took something from that. I really hope you took something from that. Now this fan thing, this growl, is an intimidating vocalization, and that goes with the whole being a bad guy character. So does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's all part of the story. It's all part of the story! So remember, you have to be cool.
Duh.
So the instrumentation is so simple that it needs to impress. It needs to impress with subtle little tricks like this. Remember, you have to be cool. You have to be subtle. Can't say too much. Remember, you're cool. Speaking of instrumentation, it's a kick, a bass, her voice, and like some snaps. Again, that's terrifying because you can't hide behind anything. It's just you have to entertain with like 4 elements. It's like a traditional. It's like Rush. That's crazy. It entertains you with so little, and that's a testament to good songwriting and good production. And all those harmonies in the song are really important because it keeps you entertained and keeps you listening. And that's why it makes that melodically engaging, head-bobbing thing so important to the song. I mean, there's this like little motor thing that comes in to propel the chorus forward. I call it a soup can motor thing because it sounds like it's hitting a soup can. Here. Now let's talk about this synth thing that comes in that post-chorus here. It adds to the story. Okay, in this song, Billie Eilish talks about being the bad guy. And who is the original bad guy? I'm talking going way back. Like, think of the ancient text. I'm talking Adam and Eve. Who's the original bad guy? It's the snake in the garden. It's the serpent, remember? And this synth is a snaky, slithery, slinky, slidey synth thing that like weaves and slithers in between the notes that it goes to. Cool, right? All together now? What does it do? Adds to the story. Now think of Britney Spears' Toxic. Remember that song? Remember that lead synth that was in there? It's that same slinky, snake-like synth thing. And think about it, Britney Spears was talking about like a toxic love as the theme, and Billie Eilish is talking about like a similar kind of topic. Britney Spears and Billie Eilish in the same sentence. I'm gonna get so much flack. Okay, but then the song ends. The music dies out. The reverb decays into silence. And then... What? Bass is hard and it clips hard, but in a good sense. The good sense? Clipping? What do you mean? I just freaked out all of the music producers who know when that red light comes on, you've done something very, very bad. You know where I'm going with this. Yes, clipping is bad. It's ugly. It's distorted. Unless you're Billie Eilish, and you're breaking the rules, you're being defiant, and you're being the bad guy. Okay, this was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Musically Curious merch in the store at christianallen.com/shop. Okay, if you want me to do more of these kind of videos, let me know in the comments, and share this video with a Billie Eilish fan. They're gonna love it. Or share it with their parent who doesn't quite get it yet. Now, if this video had value to you, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It's the tip hat that costs you nothing. It's YouTube. That's how it works. It really helps other people find the channel and helps us as we make our way to 1,000 subscribers. Which, by the way, if you're not subscribed, hit the thing, hit the bell, get subscribed. It's YouTube. That's how we do it here. Until next time, be curious, be ever learning, and be awesome. Yes. The catchphrase is sticking around for at least this video. Bye.